Hello and welcome, my little ones. How are you all doing? Welcome to yet another storytelling session by Mindseed Preschool and Daycare. Well, we've all made it to 2021, so wishing all our viewers a very, very happy new year. I hope 2020 was not so rough on all of you. Of course, it was a roller coaster ride with the coronavirus attacking all of us. Many of us must have fallen sick, some of our friends, family, or even ourselves, right? And apart from that, there were so many things that happened. Our schools shut down, we could not meet family or friends or go out. Sometimes even getting food was difficult. But I hope, along with all these things that became a little bit of a problem, there were some nice things also that you got to experience. You all got to experience some time with your family. You all got to meet and stay in touch with your friends online. And you could also attend school on your Zoom calls. But now all of that is over, and let's hope that 2021 is a wonderful year. So, as this new year begins, the new year always starts with a lot of energy, and this energy comes from the fact that we will get to make a new resolution, and a resolution that will help us get through this 2021 year. So, today's story is about this little character that we have, who I'm just going to introduce to you shortly, who is trying to think and think and think about what resolution can she make. She is looking for ideas, she is thinking what to do, and she's wondering how does one even make a resolution. So let's find out. Is she going to be able to make it? So let's introduce all of you to the character of the day. We have the little squirrel. Say hello, everyone. Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Squirrel. I wish all of you a very, very happy new year. What is the resolution that you all are planning to make? I don't know what to make myself. Can you help me? Shall we help her? Isn't it going to be fun to find out? All right, so let's get started. So, Squirrel, one fine morning, when it was the 1st of January, she decides to make her little cup of hot chocolate milk. And while she was making the hot chocolate milk, she was listening to the radio. And on the radio, it said it's the 1st of January today in the morning. It's a fresh start to a new year. And let's all make a New Year's resolution. So the squirrel started thinking, what is a New Year's resolution? What does that even mean? I don't think I know this, but I can't even ask the radio. So let me go and check with Mr. Bear. I'm going to go to the bear's library and ask him what does a resolution mean? So she's on her way after drinking her chocolate milk, and she goes to meet Mr. Bear at the library. And when she gets there, they greet each other. Oh, Mr. Bear, Happy New Year! And Mr. Bear is also wishing the squirrel Happy New Year. What brings you here? Oh, Mr. Bear, in the morning I heard that you must make a resolution. Does it mean it's something related to making a snack? Oh, Mr. Bear laughed at the squirrel and he said that making a resolution is even more important than making a snack. It is not just like making a snack. You have to make a promise to yourself to be a little better than yourself. Or how can you help somebody? So you can think of making your own resolution. Oh, wow, Mr. Bear, that's a wonderful thing. Have you made a resolution yourself? Oh, yes. In fact, only if the little skunk was feeling well, I was going to make her read. But she's still sick. So maybe as soon as she gets well, I will go and make her read. My resolution is to make sure that everyone learns to read. Oh, wonderful, Mr. Bear. That is great. So let me go and meet the skunk. I didn't realize that she's unwell for such a long time. So they bid each other goodbye, and off the squirrel goes to meet the skunk. And when she goes across the forest and she comes to the skunk's house, she goes inside and she sees that the skunk is on the bed and so sick and tired. So the squirrel goes and meets the skunk. So there they meet each other and they greet each other, and that's when the squirrel talks about the little conversation they've had. And the skunk says that I would love to read, but only if I get better. I am just waiting for the time when the doctor tells me to get out of the bed and I can then go and learn how to read from Mr. Bear. That is going to be perfect. Oh, wow. That's okay, skunk. I think I know what can make you feel a little better than what you are. I can't tell you how tired I am sleeping in bed all day long. So they decide to play a game, and when what they plan to do is that the skunk is lying down on the bed. So Squirrel goes on the other side of the bed and she decides to play peekaboo. Do you want to play peekaboo with us? Okay, so there goes Squirrel, and then she comes and pops out and says, "Boo!" And she goes back again and she pops out and says, "Boo!" And she goes down once again and she says, "Boo!" And all this time, this is something that makes the skunk laugh so hard. And just when these two are playing and laughing and enjoying themselves together, the doctor comes over and then he says that, "My dear skunk, listening to that laugh of yours makes me feel you're going to get better very, very soon. But that's a good thing. All you now need to do is eat some good, healthy food, and I'm sure you will be better very, very, very soon." And the skunk says, "Thank you, doctor," and then goes back to taking some rest. When the food was reminded by the doctor, the squirrel just remembered, "Oh, it's time for lunch. I need to get going and maybe let the skunk rest a little." So they say bye to each other and off the squirrel goes. And now, while the squirrel is going across the forest, on the way to eat her lunch, she meets Mr. Turtle. Now, Mr. Turtle is doing something. He's reading a map. So Squirrel says, "Oh, hello, Mr. Turtle. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you." "Oh, Happy New Year, Squirrel. It's so good to see you. But I am a little busy right now." So Squirrel says, "Oh, what are you looking at?" So Mr. Turtle was looking into a little map. He says, "I am looking into the map of this forest and I want to make another small little garden. But there are so many trees all around. I don't even know where to make this garden." So the squirrel says that, "Wait, I'm going to go climb up a tree and then maybe if I can find some place, I will let you know." So off she goes up the oak tree and she climbs up and she looks all across the place and she finds this beautiful little spot right across the river. And then she goes down and she tells the turtle. She goes down and she tells Mr. Turtle that there across the river is this beautiful place, and off they get going to that space. So the moment they get there, they decide to start putting some blocks and some wood so that nobody takes away this area from them. So they all work together. Both of them work together. They put these 4 rods and they cover that rod with a rope and then they mark the area. So the turtle says, "You know what? I think I'm a little tired now. I probably will continue doing my work and make this beautiful garden after lunchtime. And with that, oops, the squirrel just remembered that she had to go for lunch. So off she went to the diner. And when she reached the diner, she found Mr. Porcupine. Mr. Porcupine was sitting over there and he was very, very grumpy. So the squirrel asked, "Hey, Mr. Porcupine, why are you so grumpy? What happened? Are you doing okay?" So the porcupine says, "Oh, squirrel, Happy New Year to you. But I am trying not to be grumpy or sad. That is my New Year's resolution. I want to be happy and I want to laugh every day. It is so much fun to laugh. But I don't see anything around me that can make me laugh. And I don't know what to do." Just then, the squirrel had an idea. "Oh, wait, I have a few jokes. Let's see. Yes, this one. What would you say to a squirrel that's running here and there, up and down, all around?" "I don't know. Let me think. Oh, the squirrel who is nuts." And both of them start laughing. So, well, there's another one that now the porcupine gets a joke in his head and he says, "Oh, wait, what do you call something that's stripy and one that's bouncing so much?" The squirrel is thinking and thinking and thinking, and that's when the porcupine says, "It's a skunk on the trampoline." It's a skunk jumping up and down on the trampoline. And they both laugh so hard that they almost fall off their seat. Well, the porcupine says he feels very, very good now after talking to a squirrel. And so he goes off and he says, "Let me write these down before I forget anything." And off he goes, working on his New Year's resolution. So, while our squirrel was waiting out there and hoping to get some lunch, she was actually thinking to herself that everybody has their own resolutions. The bear has a resolution, the skunk has a resolution to read with the bear, and even Mr. Turtle has his new resolution now to make his garden. And the porcupine will now make jokes. But I don't have any resolution as yet. And while she was thinking to herself, Miss Rabbit, she came over to ask what would the squirrel like for lunch. And then they started talking about what was really worrying the squirrel. So the squirrel said, "Oh, Miss Rabbit, I don't know, but everybody seems to have a resolution except for me." So the rabbit, Miss Rabbit, she thought and she said, "Oh, that's okay. You can take your time to think about it. But why don't you maybe just improve something about yourself and make yourself a little better than what you were? Or if you have something that can help others, why don't you do that? While you think about what you want to do, let me go and get you some cabbage soup and a sandwich. Okay?" So while she is thinking, in comes the little skunky. Now, the skunk is all chirpy and looking a little better than what she was in the morning. When she comes in, Mr. Bear, who's already at the diner, she greets the skunk. "Skunk, wonderful to see you. Oh, Mr. Bear, I feel so much better today. I am feeling good because the squirrel came and visited me today and she made me laugh so much. Now I am feeling so much better, but I'm also feeling very hungry, so here I am. I hope you're having a good day, Mr. Bear." "Oh, of course, it's a wonderful day. Why don't you come over and have some lunch with me? I've also got you the new book that you would want to read." "Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Let's get started. It's a wonderful day to get started with your resolution." So there, off they go and they eat their food. And just when they have gone, in comes Mr. Turtle. And Mr. Turtle is super, super thirsty. He's worked very hard on his gardening. So he goes and he asks Miss Rabbit, "Oh, Miss Rabbit, do you have anything for a thirsty turtle?" I have been working very, very hard to make my own garden. You know, the little squirrel, she helped me find the little space in the forest, and that has helped me dig my own garden. So please feed me something. I need to go back and finish doing my gardening work. And there, off he goes and greets the bear and the skunk. And just when all of this is going on, there comes this porcupine. And the porcupine now is asking everybody, look, I have a question I want to ask all of you. Think and tell me, why does the bear go cow, cow? And just when all of them are scratching their heads and thinking, and he says, oh, wait, let me tell all of you. It's because he's learning a new language. And just listening to all of that, all of them fall down off the chair laughing so much, including Mr. Bear. And Mr. Bear tells the porcupine, oh, my dear porcupine, you've become so funny. I never knew you had this side of you. And the porcupine says, oh, I didn't know that either. In fact, today I met the squirrel and he was the one who made me think about such things, and so much fun making everyone around us laugh so much. So I am doing this. And when all of this was going on, the squirrel was just looking at everything that was going on. And the rabbit came up to the squirrel and said, it looks like you are doing a pretty good job with your resolution, my dear. Really? I didn't even know I had a resolution. Oh, don't you see? Your actions are speaking very loud. In fact, much louder than your words. The way you've been able to help all the others make their own resolutions, that means and says a lot about what you want to make your resolution as. It looks like you want to wish and help everyone every single day. Oh, yes. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, yay! I just realized I made my first resolution. Yay! That is so much fun. It feels so good. And with that, the squirrel was jumping around and telling everybody about, oh, look, I made my first resolution. And listening to that, all her friends, the bear, the porcupine, the turtle, and the skunk, all of them were so happy for the squirrel. And they were also thankful to each other, and they enjoyed a wonderful meal and a great evening together. So with that, we finish our story for today. I hope you all really liked it. Well, the squirrels found her resolution for this year. What is your resolution going to be like? Have you really thought of something? If you have thought of something, why don't you put it on the chat and let all of our viewers know what have you been planning to do? Maybe you can tell mommy or papa to just put it on chat box and share it with us. And for those of you who still don't know what to do as a resolution, well, there are a few things you can start with. Maybe you can begin with cleaning up your own toy box, or whenever you're playing with some toys, you can put your own toys away. Maybe you can help mommy or papa put back your plates whenever you are done with a meal. It could also be eating your entire meal, whatever is being served to you. It could be your lunch, it could be your dinner, it could even be your breakfast. Whatever mommy and papa give you, you must finish eating your plate, because you must grow up to be a little healthy and strong, right? Right. So if not that, you can also think about brushing your teeth twice in a day. That could be your resolution, and it's a very good habit to have. So there are so many things that you can do. Why don't you think about it and let us know? I would love to hear more from all of you. So thank you so much for joining us today. Wishing you all once again a very happy new year. I hope you all have a great year ahead. See you soon next weekend with yet another storytelling session. Bye for now. See you.